How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hopefully, everyone's having a lovely day. Bengals Cardinals. A game on the Bengals map, a game on the Bengals schedule, a game on really most teams' schedule this season. I say, hey, this is gonna be a cakewalk. This will be the easy win. The Cardinals are kind of all over their place. They're a mess. Chalk it up. Arizona comes in this season though. They beat Dallas. Dallas, one of the best teams in the league. They've been competing. They've been within one score of in every game they've played that they've lost, minus the game against the 49ers last week. And all in all, you know what? As bad as this Arizona team's supposed to be, Coach Gannon's got these guys playing pretty solid football. Do they look like a playoff contender by any stretch? No, but they look like a team that can play spoiler. They look like a team that can give some teams some fits. I mean, they're running. James Conner's running the ball for 5.1 yards per carry. They've only allowed 6 sacks on the season. That offensive front's been getting a push. James Conner, I mean, he looks like the career is revitalizing over there in Arizona. And as long as you got a run game, as long as you can push that football up and down the football field and do it slowly, rest that defense, I mean, you can find ways to win a football game. And Arizona's going to go up against the Cincinnati Bengals defense that has been exploited week in and week out. Well, except for the Rams. The Rams decided they didn't want to run a football. That was their choice. Lost the football game because of it. But week in and week out, they've been getting gashed up the middle, really feeling the loss of Von Bell and Jesse Bates back there in the secondary, plugging up those holes in a run game. Derrick Henry, again, Titans offensive line that's been horrible. Honestly, Derrick Henry's been horrible. But Titans offensive line has been horrible this season and ran up and down the field on the Bengals last week. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. The Bengals got to find a way to get off the field defensively if they want to win this football game. More importantly, the reason Bengals are having a hard time getting off the field defensively is because they can't stay on the field offensively. The Bengals right now, if we went into week 5 and we said the Bengals would have the worst offense in the league, the fewest yards per game, and by a decent margin. They're what, a 236? The next team's 252? It's been an offense that's been struggling. Lots of light on the offensive line, lots of light on Joe Burrow, lots of light on Zach Taylor. And all in all, that's what it's going to come down to. Joe Burrow right now, completing 57% of his passes on the season. What was the most accurate quarterback in the NFL, most accurate quarterback in the NFL history, borderline there for a bit. Entering the season is completing 57% of his passes. And there's no question about it that at that point in juncture, there's always some rust. There might be some bad decision making, but to go from that high to that low, we know the cap's bothering Joe Burrow. There's talks and rumors about other things bothering Joe Burrow. He clearly isn't himself. You can tell even in his mechanics. We've seen it a couple times last week where it just looks like the launch point of the football, the way he's followed it looks a little bit off. And we know Joe Burrow's going to play through what he's got to play through. It's tough to watch so as a Bengals fan what he's going through, because it feels like sometimes you don't even notice it. It feels like he's going up and down the field just fine. And there's other times where clearly, especially when the Bengals try to stretch the field, it's bothering him. He's having a hard time completing passes. He's having a hard time getting some zing on the ball. He's having a hard time placing it where it needs to be placed. But in a short intermittent game, it's not as effective. Obviously, probably still going through some excruciating pain. You got that going through your mind the entire time. That's going to affect some of your decision making, sidetrack you a little bit. But all in all, you look and say, hey, he has proven to find a way to move the football down the field in a short game, close to the intermediate game. The run game's been pretty solid, which is why the focal point gets turned to Zach Taylor. Because you say, hey, why isn't the game plan to have your receivers, your good receivers, to be clear, not your tight end, your third string tight ends kind of chipping off, getting open late? Why are your good receivers not running some quick drags, some quick shorts, or little short curls, something to get them open, as opposed to the third and shorts being 15, 20-yard passes down the field and then Joe Burrow getting hit and taking that shot he doesn't need to take? So I think that's why we see a lot of talk about Zach Taylor. Why is he avoiding the run game so much, especially when it's working early? Why are they not running under center? People know Burrow can't play action, but at least, and that's how bad the injury is, right? To keep that in mind, the Bengals have been running out of shotgun dang near all but 2 or 3 plays the last 3 games. That to show you that's how difficult Joe Burrow is, having dropping back, putting pressure on that calf. He's playing through a lot of pain. And the Bengals are just trying to nurse it into the bye week, I think, here and say, all right, let's get him 2 weeks to get some time to heal, to recover. And hopefully things start to turn around for this man, because it's clearly affecting everything. Because again, the defense can't get off the field. That is what the concern is here. Is the Bengals need to find a way to run the football against Arizona, and they need to find a way to stay off the field defensively for a little bit to keep this defense energized. Because it's a good defense. Lou can coach this defense up. But when you're the worst offense in the league, your defense is spending more than dang near 2/3 of the time on the field, and they're going to be gassed. They're going to be worn down and getting beat up. And that's kind of what we've seen late in the second. We've seen in the third. They went those out there 10 minutes to start the third quarter. It's tough for any defense to go through that. So the Bengals have got to find a way, point number one, to score points in this football game. And they've got to find a way to do it methodically. They're going to find a way to slowly move the football down the field. Because at the end of the day, I mean, the best thing you can do in this game is run the football down the field. Keep the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands. Keep him from taking them hits. Keep the ball away from forcing the defense onto the field. That's what the Bengals need to do. This is going to be a closer game than I think most expect or would have expected. I think it's a game the Cincinnati Bengals have to win. I think it's one of those games that Joe Burrow knows that. We've seen it against the Rams. Joe Burrow played a good game against the Rams. Did he re-aggravate it? Something again, it's really hard to explain watching this Bengals-Titans game. I think, and it was kind of seen amongst fans, it just wasn't a personal thing here. It felt like something was off with the team. Something about the team was not clicking. It didn't feel like they had the confidence. It didn't feel like they had the swagger going against Tennessee. It just felt like it almost felt like there was undisciplined, and like the locker room was lost a little bit. What caused that after a win against the Rams? I don't know. Maybe it was, again, they started the game hot. First drive, they played well. They had a setup for a field goal, and that was it. They stalled out. They had scored any more. And after that, I was like, here we go again. And it's easy to get that mindset when you do it 4 straight games, not scoring in the first half. But the Bengals have got to find a way. There's a massive chip on their shoulder, and I think there's a lot of looks because it's hard for Burrow to play on that injury. There's a lot of looks because why isn't Zach Taylor scheming things up differently when you have this sort of wide receiver corps to get them open other than a bubble screen. We've seen against the Titans last week. We preach on it. Let's hit them with the slant routes. Quick slants. Chase is beating his guy on the inside, and he can do it easily. Get some space there. We don't see it enough. I think that'll get ball out of Burrow's hands quickly, create some plays, create some possibly explosive plays. Nonetheless, that's where the focal point is. I have a really hard time betting against Joe Burrow, knowing the player he is, the competitor he is, knowing how bad that leg is. The offensive line needs to find a way to protect Joe Burrow. Arizona's a team that kind of schemes things up with their linebackers a little bit to get pressure on the quarterback, but they're by no means a defensive front that is a complete powerhouse like they've seen against the Browns. I think they've seen something against the Ravens. I mean, they've seen some good defensive fronts. The Titans got a great defensive front when they're healthy. So hopefully this is one of those games where the Bengals offensive line can gel a little bit, protect Joe Burrow, because that's what did happen and do well against the Rams. I think that's where the unease comes here. Is, hey, the Bengals got to Burrow's struggling, but at the same time, when that clock's ticking quickly and he knows he can't scramble because of that leg, it creates even more pressure, creates more poor decisions, creates more forced throws. Because I don't know if, and this is hard to say, I don't know if Joe Burrow is 100% confident in himself right now because of that leg and the pain that he's probably going through, because of that calf, we should say. But if they can find a way, and I think they can against Arizona, they can find a way to protect the quarterback a little bit longer, like we've seen against the Rams. He played great. There was some drops in that game that shouldn't have happened. It was moving the football up and down the field. And they can find a way to protect the quarterback like they did against the Rams. I think the Bengals can win this one. And I think they desperately need to win this one because at least they say, hey, let's go 2-4. Entering the bye, that's 1-4. 1-4 feels like that could be it. That could be, this definitely feels like it could be the season for the Bengals because they're losing games. They should be winning. Nonetheless, I don't bet against Joe Burrow in must-win games. I can't do it. I think Burrow finds a way. He finds a way to rally this bunch. He finds a way to be that leader that he needs to be. He finds a way to make some plays that he needs to make through the pain, through the agony. And the Bengals have found a way to win this football game. Bengals 23, Arizona 17. Hope you guys thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.